Good morning, everyone. So you've all had a hearty breakfast, and now you want to hear about the economic outlook and all the risks associated with it. I think that takes enormous courage to start off a session like this, for sure. All right, but you know what? Let me actually start with the easy part. And the easy part begins with what happened last year. 2023 actually turned out to be a fairly good year for the economy. If you think back, we've had pretty much all year near record low unemployment. Inflation last year just kept coming down. We also avoided a recession, even though there have been a cascade of professional forecasters that were predicting that one was certain to happen. It was inevitable. It's coming around the corner. You know, lots of doom and gloom with all this recessionary talk last year, but we didn't have a recession. And frankly, let me just say parenthetically, we were in that camp that never believed we were going to have a recession. We just didn't see it in the numbers, and we couldn't understand this mystical belief in the inverted yield curve. When economies change, they don't, always react the way they have in the past. Now, economists make assumptions all the time. That's not an issue. The challenge is we now have to make assumptions on the geopolitical front. We now have to take a look at, when we do our forecasts, we now have to figure out which is the most probable scenario that we might see in the geopolitical arena. That is the challenge. So I'm here, in a sense, not just as an economist. I feel I'm more acting as a political economist. And the downside of being a political economist is that you're now representing two totally disreputable professions, not just one.